Good morning, student. Welcome here in your social science class. As you all of you know that we are discussing our chapter number 3 from geography, minerals and power resources. Student, this is your part 3 of the chapter. Which chapter? Yes, part 3 of the chapter, mineral and power resources. In part 1 and part 2, we have already discussed some of the important topics of this chapter, just like about the types of minerals, metallic and non-metallic. Then extraction of mineral process also, just like mining, drilling, quarrying also. Then after this, distribution of minerals, if we talk about all over the world, then we have already discussed about the distribution in minerals, about India. Then about the uses of minerals, we have already discussed, just like minerals are used in many industries. Minerals which are used for gems are usually, hard. So these are then set in various type for jewelry. Copper is another metal used in everything, even from coins to pipe. So silicon also, if we talk, so silicon used in computer industries, it is obtained from quartz. Aluminium also we have already discussed, obtained from its ore. Bauxite is used in automobiles and aeroplanes. Then bottle industries, building and even in the kitchen cookware. Now student, let's start our part 3 of this chapter here. From the topic, conservation of minerals. Why should we conserve minerals? Here the question comes, why? As we all of you know that mineral resources are finite and non-renewable resources. So minerals are a non-renewable resources, and mineral takes thousands of years for the formation and concentration of minerals. We human beings are rapidly consuming mineral resources, and these resources require millions of years. Thousands and millions of years to be created. Therefore, it is very important to conserve mineral resources. And which thing? Yes, judiciously. How? Now the question, how can we conserve mineral resources? We can conserve minerals in the following ways. Let's hear. First we will talk about this point. Mineral resources should be used in planned and sustainable manner. Yes, those mineral resources which are using, already one plan also needed. About the use. Then technology also. If we talk about the technology, should be developed to use lower grade minerals at lower cost. About the cost also, minerals should be recycled. Alternative materials also we can use, should be used so that minerals can be conserved. Just like you can say that recycling, which thing? Using scrap metals. Which thing? Using scrap metals and other substitutes are step in conserving our mineral resource for the future. You can say that student, the rate of formation is much smaller. As all of you know about the mineral, the rate of formation is much smaller than the rate at which the human consume these minerals. So it is necessary and it is our responsibility to reduce wastage in the process of mining also. Actually, some wastage also of minerals in the process of the mining. Recycling. Here as you can see, just think and act. 3 R's. Which one? Reuse, reduce and recycle. So recycling of metals is another way. Recycling of metals is another way in which the mineral resource can be conserved. Rest of the things you have to do in your notebook. How do you conserve mineral resources? After this, the next thing student, power resources. Power or energy. Which thing? Power or energy play a vital role in our lives. We also need power for industry. Which things also we need for the power? Just like power for industry, power for agriculture, power for transport, communication, and even defense also. Yes, student, for the defense also we need power. Power resources may be broadly characterized as conventional and non-conventional resources. Okay, so as you all of you know about, by power resources we mean electricity or energy, fuel, coal, which is used for various purposes. Which thing? Yes, by power resources we mean electricity or energy, fuel, coal, which is used for various purposes. Now look at here, we will discuss about the two types of power resources. Okay, the first one is conventional power sources and the second one is non-conventional. Is it clear for everyone? How many types of power resources? Two types of power resources. The first one is conventional, then the second one is non. Now students, just look at the first one, conventional, which have been in use for long time. Okay, so conventional sources of energy are those which have been in common use for a long time, just like firewood and fossil fuel. Which one? Yes, firewood and fossil fuel are the two main conventional energy sources. Now look at here about the non-conventional. Beta, it means solar energy, wind energy and tidal energy. Renewable, you can say that. The increasing use of fossil fuels is leading to its shortage. And you can say that it is estimated that if the present rate of consumption continue, the reserve of these fuel will get exhausted. But moreover, their use also cause even environmental pollution also. Therefore, there is need for using non-conventional sources such as solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, which are renewable. Is it clear? So student, today we will discuss first about the conventional resources. As all of you know about the conventional resources, okay, our resources of energy are those which have been in common use for a long time. So first we will talk about the firewood. So firewood widely used for cooking and heating. Okay, so firewood and fossil fuel are two main types of conventional energy resources, where the firewood widely used for cooking and heating. Here as you can see, heating also and then cooking also. After this, if we talk about the 50% of energy, how much percentage? Yes, 50% of energy used by village comes from firewood. Yes. Then after this student, you can see that remain of plants and animals. Which remain? Yes, we will talk about if we talk about the fossil fuel. So remain of plant and animals which were buried under the earth for millions of years. How many years? Yes, under the earth for millions of years got converted by the heat and pressure into fossil fuel. Is it clear? So remain of plant and animals that turn into fuel. Okay, जो आपके remains हैं, किसके remains आपके plant and animals के जो remain हैं वो turn हो जाते हैं fuel में due to heat and pressure. Yes, heat and pressure, such as coal, such as petrol, and which one? Yes, such as natural gas also. So the reserve of these minerals are limited. Okay, coal is limited, petrol is limited also, natural gas is also limited. So these are the main source of conventional energy. Which one? Coal, petroleum and natural gas. So the rate at which the growing world population, as you all of you know about, if you talk about the population, the rate of population is growing as per day. And so if the population is increasing, so our demand is increasing. We are using so much coal, we are using petroleum, we are using natural gas, okay, so and so many. Increasing of our demand also. So the rate at which the growing world population is consuming them is far greater than the rate of their formation. जो हम कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं वो हम बहुत ज़्यादा कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं बेटा, कि जिस हिसाब से हमारी फॉसल फ्यूल है जिसके फॉर्मेशन है. सो दीज आर लाइकली टू बी एग्जॉस्टेड सून. अगर हम इसी स्टेप से चलते रहें, कंज्यूम करते रहें इन रिसोर्सेज को, तो बहुत ही जल्दी हमारे जो ये रिसोर्सेज हैं, ठीक है, ये क्या हो जाएंगे, एग्जॉस्ट, ख़त्म हो जाएंगे. नाउ स्टूडेंट लुक एट हियर, वी विल टॉक अबाउट द कोल. ओके, दिस इज द मोस्ट, if we talk about the coal, and it is used as domestic fuel also in industries, iron and steel. Which one? Yes, used as domestic fuel also in industry, iron and steel. Even steam engines. Okay, and coal is also used in steam engines and generate electricity. Which thing? Generate electricity. Now look at here student. Here as you can see, which thing? Yes, a view of a thermal power station. So what do you understand by a thermal power station? Thermal power, you can say that electricity from coal. Which thing? Yes, electricity from coal. Yes, so electricity from coal is called thermal power. Okay, and the coal which we are using today was formed millions of years ago. How many years ago? Millions of years ago. And coal is therefore referred to as buried sunshine also. Which thing is also referred? Yes, this is also referred buried sunshine also. Now we will talk about the leading coal producer of the world are. First, if we talk about the leading coal producer, so the leading coal producer of the world are China, USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa, France. Which one? Yes, China, USA, Germany, Russia, South Africa and France. And if we talk about the India, so about the India, Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad and Bokaro. Where? Yes, the coal producing area of India are Raniganj, Jharia, Dhanbad and Bokaro in Jharkhand. Now let's come here, we will talk about the petroleum. So the petrol that keeps your car running as well as the oil, as all of you know about. So the petrol that keeps your car running as well as the oil that keeps your cycle from squeezing, both they begin as a thick black liquid called petroleum. Which thing it called? Yes, it called petroleum. It is found between the layers of rocks. You can say that where the petroleum found? Yes, it is found between the layers of rocks and is drilled from oil field located in offshore and coastal areas. Where? Yes, located in offshore and coastal areas. This is then sent to the refineries also. Okay, then after this it is sent to the refineries which process the crude oil and produce a variety of products also, just like diesel. Okay, which is thing? Just like diesel, then petrol, then kerosene, wax, plastic, even lubricants also. So petroleum and its, which thing you can say that? Which thing? Yes, petroleum and which thing? Yes, petroleum and its form are also called black gold. Which thing it called? Yes, black gold. Okay, and also known as black gold, served as fuel in our vehicles. Now let's come here student. If we talk about the this black gold, as they are very valuable, so the chief petroleum producing countries, if we talk about the countries and where it found, so the chief you can say that petroleum producing countries are Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, USA, Russia and Algeria. Okay, so the crude oil is refined to produce diesel, as all of you know about, and about the petrol, kerosene, wax, plastic, lubricant, etc., as I have already told. Even the other major producers are USA. Which one? Yes, other major producers are USA, Russia, Venezuela and Algeria also. Which one? Yes, in the USA, major producer USA, Russia, Venezuela and Algeria. If we talk about the leading producer in India, which one? Yes, the leading producer in India, here as you can see, just look at here. So the leading producer in India are Digboi in Assam. Where? Yes, Digboi in Assam, Bombay High in Mumbai, and the deltas of Krishna and Godavari rivers. Which one? Yes, in India it is found in Digboi, and where? In Assam. Then Bombay High, where? In Mumbai, and Krishna also. Then deltas of Krishna and Kaveri river. Is it clear for you, student? Now we will talk about the natural gas. We will talk about the next thing. Yes, the next thing we will talk about the natural gas. So natural gas is found with petroleum deposit. Which thing? Yes, natural gas is found with petroleum deposit and is released when crude oil is brought to the which thing? Surface. Okay, got it. So you can say that it is released when crude oil is brought to the surface, and it is used as domestic and industrial fuel also. Where? Yes, domestic and industrial fuel also. So it can be used as a domestic and industrial fuel, just like you can say that. First we will talk about the major producer of natural gas, Russia. Which is one? Russia, Norway, UK and Netherlands. Which one? Russia, Norway, UK and Netherlands. Okay. One important thing also about the natural gas CNG, student, listen very carefully. Compressed natural gas CNG is a popular eco-friendly automobile fuel also. Which thing is it? Yes. Compressed natural gas CNG is a popular eco-friendly automobile fuels, and you can say that it causes less pollution than the petroleum and diesel. Just look at CNG. Yes, CNG causes less pollution than the petroleum and diesel. Okay, so now let's come here, student. In India, if we talk about our country India, in India, Jaisalmer, Krishna Godavari Delta, here as you can see. Okay, in India, Jaisalmer, Krishna Godavari Delta, Tripura and some areas offshore in Mumbai also. Which areas? Some areas offshore in Mumbai also have natural gas resources. Very few countries in the world have sufficient natural gas reserve of their own. Okay. So the sharp increase in our consumption of fossil fuels has led to their depletion at an alarming rate. The toxins also, if we talk about the toxic pollutants released from burning these fuels. Okay, so and also cause for concern. So unchecked burning of fossil fuel is like an unchecked dripping tap. As you can see the dripping tap also. So same thing followed unchecked burning of fossil fuel. So unchecked burning of fossil fuel is like an unchecked dripping tap which will eventually run dry. This has led to the tapping of various non-conventional sources of energy that are cleaner alternatives to fossil fuel. Is it clear for everyone? So student, now let's come here. We will talk about the hydel power. First of all, you must know the meaning of the hydel power, as here you can see. So rainwater or river water, you can say that. Which water? Rainwater, river water stored in dam. Here as you can see, here also dam as you can see. So the rainwater or river water stored in dam is made to fall from high. Here as you can see also, it is made from high. Just look at the another picture here, student. Is it? Yes, as you can see here. So the rainwater or river water stored in dam is made to fall from high. The falling water, here as you can see this thing. Yes. So the falling water flows through pipes inside the dam over turbine blades placed at the bottom of the dam. So the moving blades, okay, just look at this picture also, student. So the moving blades then turn the generator. which thing? Yes, they turn the generator to produce electricity. Here as you can see, to produce which thing? Yes, to produce electricity. So this is called hydroelectricity. Now you got it. Rainwater or river water stored in a dam, and it is made to fall from the height. Then the falling water flows through a pipe also inside the dam over turbine blades. So it plays at the bottom of the dam, and the moving blades then turn the generator and to produce which thing? Electricity, and this is called the hydroelectricity. Okay, here as you can see, one important thing, beta, you know, Norway. If you talk about the Norway, so Norway was the first country in the world to develop hydroelectricity. Which one? Yes, Norway. Norway was the first country in the world to develop hydroelectricity. Which thing? The water discharge after the generation of electricity is used for irrigation also. Which thing? Yes, generation of electricity is used for irrigation. Even you can see that 1/4 of the world's electricity. How much? Yes, 1/4. So 1/4 of the world's electricity is produced by hydel power. Which power? Yes, hydel power. So the leading producer of hydel. Now we will talk about the which thing? Yes, leading producer of hydel power is word as Paraguay, then Norway, Brazil and China. Which one? Yes, Paraguay, Norway, Brazil and China. And what about our country India? Some important hydel power station in India are Bhakra Nagal, Gandhi Sagar, Nagarjuna Sagar and Damodar Valley project. Which one? Yes, some important hydel power station in India are which one? Yes, the first one Bhakra Nagal, then Gandhi Sagar, then Nagarjuna Sagar and Damodar Valley project. So student, for today that's it. In our next class we will discuss non-conventional sources of energy, which is also very important topic. Student must watch the video to understand the chapter. As I have already told you so many times this thing also, you have to must watch the video and submit your homework on ERSL homework portal regularly for the attendance. Okay, and as you all, if you know that from 16th of August we are going to reopen your school. So thank you all of you. Have a nice day ahead.